you've been lying to yourself for way too long, haven't you? Wearing that mask they gave you, the one that never quite fit. Smiling when you don't feel like it. Nodding when you want to scream. It's exhausting, isn't it? Feels like it's eating you alive from the inside. But no one notices. No one cares. To them, you're just manageable. A harmless pawn perfectly placed on their board. Screwing things up, no problem. Lying to a prince at the end of the world, wasting their time. It's natural. It's what humans are naturally good at. Screaming when you don't feel like it, nodding when you want to. No one notices. No one cares. To them, you're just manageable. A harmless pawn, perfectly placed on their board. But here's a little secret. If you want them to finally see the real you, not the version they created, you have to destroy the mask. Rip it off, tear it apart piece by piece, and burn it to ash. That's the only way to make them feel the emptiness they've been feeding you. And when they finally feel it, when they see what you've become, it'll shake them to their core. Beautiful, isn't it? Let me tell you something. Every person who's hurt you, every single one, did it because they saw the cracks in your armor. They saw your doubts, your insecurities, and they took advantage. Why? Because weakness attracts cruelty. It's like blood in the water to sharks. But here's the twist. They don't expect you to fight back. They expect you to break, to stay down and let them win. But what if you didn't? What if, instead of trying to patch up those cracks, you shattered the whole thing? What if you destroyed the version of yourself they could control? Imagine their faces when they realize they've lost their hold on you. That's not just revenge, that's freedom. Imagine they thought they were in charge. Now they're the victims. They have no control over the club. They are void without power. They rely on the power of others to fulfill their own agenda. Life isn't a fairy tale, no matter what they've told you. They sell you this dream of kindness, forgiveness, and happily ever afters. But the truth, life punishes the weak. Every time you let someone walk over you, every time you swallow your pain to keep the peace, you hand them another nail for your coffin. How many more will you give before you finally wake up? People don't change because of kindness or hope. They change because staying the same becomes more painful than stepping into the unknown. That's your key. Pain is your weapon, your fuel. Let it forge you into someone unstoppable. Janek strolled over to a table and sat. He smiled as he realized he'd forgotten a tiny detail. The last thing he'd expected to find when finding the channel open to his own mind. His heart beat up.